This USB microphone cost $40 on Amazon, and it can still sound like a professional mic. The audio you're hearing right now is from this microphone. It's the Razer USB microphone. We'll put a link in the description to it. Whether you're doing podcasts or talking head video content, you can still use an inexpensive USB microphone. So how do you do it? All right, now I'm back to the shotgun microphone I typically use to record these videos, and I'm going to switch to this USB microphone audio just for a second. This is what it sounds like when this microphone is just a little bit farther away from my mouth and off axis. This kind of microphone is not very forgiving to placement to your mouth and also your room environment. So step one, you have to make sure your environment is conducive to recording with this kind of microphone. This is a condenser mic, which means it is very sensitive. So if you have an echoey room or there's lots of background noise, it's not going to sound good. Now, if you're recording audio only content, you could go to something like a closet. Honestly, a walk-in closet is some of the best audio you can get in your house because there's lots of soft material to absorb that sound. But if you do have some budget you can use to sound treat a room, we have an entire video on building a home studio. You can check that out above or in the description. Even inexpensive sound blankets or just moving blankets that you can get on Amazon will make a huge difference to the sound in an echoey room. So try to find a small to medium-sized room, put up some sound blankets, and you can actually get it sounding pretty good. Now, the other thing a microphone like this is sensitive to is placement. Now, switching back to the audio of this Razer USB mic, you'll see that placement makes a huge difference. If I hold it close to my mouth, a little off axis so it's not getting all those mouth sounds, it can sound pretty good. As soon as I start holding it a little bit farther away, you're going to start hearing more room noise, and you're going to have to raise the volume to get your voice heard. It's not going to sound good. Now, this microphone actually comes with this cool little stand. The stand screws right into the bottom, and it can pivot any direction. But as you can tell, if I have this microphone placed on the desk and I'm sitting just a few feet away, not going to sound anywhere near as good as having it close to your mouth. Thankfully, using a little adapter you can get on Amazon, we'll put a link in the video description, you can screw that Razer microphone onto an arm like this, get it close to your mouth, even if you're streaming or doing talking head content, and it can sound pretty good. Going back to the Razer audio, you also want to make sure you're speaking in the proper direction. Talking in it like this directly into the top of the microphone is actually not good. That's not what you want to do. Put the microphone about a fist length distance from your mouth, down a little bit at a 45-degree angle, and you'll get a really good sound. Now, you can also use pop filters and windscreens to cut down on some of those mouth and breathing sounds being this close to the microphone. This one fits just perfectly. So speaking at a good volume in a non-echoey room using a windscreen or pop filter like this, and it can sound really good. Now, if you want to use this microphone to record in Riverside, you can jump into the Riverside studio and you'll see this microphone as an option right in the lobby. Again, you'll see the Razer Seiren Mini as your microphone option, but unfortunately, this microphone does not have a headphone jack where you can plug headphones directly into it. And it's also USB-A on the computer end, which might work for you, or you might need an adapter, USB-A to USB-C. We'll put a link in the video description for that. But back in Riverside, for the speaker, connect a wired pair of headphones to your computer and choose external headphones as your speaker output. Unfortunately, you won't be able to monitor your own voice, so make sure you do some test recordings, get the placement just right before you jump into Riverside and record with someone else. But overall, you can really use this microphone to great effect. Once again, you're hearing the Razer Seiren microphone audio right now. For traveling, while this is really small and compact, I'm not sure it would work well in a hotel room. A lot of times those can be echoey, and again, this is not going to be forgiving to an echoey environment. But if you're just looking for a budget microphone, either for podcasting or streaming, with the right environment, using a windscreen, getting that placement perfect on a boom arm, this can actually sound pretty good. But if you're looking for a more high-end USB microphone, check out this video above. We talk about the 7 best USB mics, and subscribe to the Riverside channel. We can help you build a video podcast setup, how to use AI to generate even more content from your transcriptions you get in Riverside, and a ton more. Thanks for tuning in. I'll catch you in the next video.